Tonight, Gina's head got hit and another girl quit. We have a lot to talk about on the Top Model After Show on AFTERBUZZ TV.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey. Ooh, it's good for a throwback.
I forgot about this song.
Well, this song is perfect for tonight's episode because it's Beauty is Movement, episode 9. Yes. Oh my gosh, good for a throwback. Guys, I'm your host, Oliver Drennan, and I'm joined by my lovely model co-host.
Hi guys, Ashley Allen here. Thank you for tuning in with us again this week.
Yes, this was a really good episode. Unfortunately, Mike and Amina can't join us, but they'll be here again.
Yes.
So, initial thoughts of the episode, what did you think?
Oh my God, this episode was full of emotions for me. Like, I felt bad for Brittany K, and I'm like mad, like, no, don't go home. And then, of course, like, my eyes are always rolling because of all the drama.
There was drama and tears, and I'm like, oh God, this is the second girl that quit, and we'll talk about that though.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
But you know, we're coming off last week where Kyla had best photo. That photo slayed.
Yeah,
it was so good, and I was like, finally, my girl Kyla, interracial beauty, like, oh, she's so beautiful, and I'm like really rooting for her, but I was afraid because this episode seemed like it was really like, you know, possibly her time to go.
Yeah. I definitely felt like it was a huge possibility for her to go home this week, and was really hoping that, you know, she learned and took notes from her amazing, beautiful photo last week. So, I don't know. It's always an up and down roller coaster for Kyla. So
yeah, she's not consistent.
No.
And I think that's what the judges are looking for, a girl that's consistent.
Yeah.
Crystianna. No, I'm kidding. But we're seeing, you know, Gina and Rio, their friendship is so, like, they have a good bond.
Yeah.
So that's good for them, but a lot of the other girls in this episode, as we're seeing, they're kind of like, those girls, they're not our friends. And
I almost feel like their bond, it's great. Like, I love seeing, you know, girls have someone that they relate to, their partner in crime in the house, but it also almost sort of you almost separate yourself from other people as well. So I almost feel like it was a balance of both them separating themselves and the other girls kind of like, it'll stay over there. Yeah. So you kind of have to be careful about that so that you don't put your own target on your back.
Yeah, because then cliques start forming, and then that's a beautiful formula for you know, the high school like dynamic in the house, and you don't want that because clearly there was some drama, and our girl Shanice, aka Shanasty, does not like, she was not here for Miss Rio in this episode, not here for Miss Gina.
She was spearheading all the drama. It almost seems like every week somebody is the petty queen. Yes. Last week it was Rio. The past 2 weeks it was Rio. This week it was Miss Shanasty, and ooh, she wore that petty crown nicely.
But I'm here for it, kind of, honestly. Because it's like, okay, well, our girl Christina, you know, the Baconator, she's gone. Yeah. So we need a little bit of drama. But Shanice, like, I don't know. I like seeing Shanice. She's really growing on me, and I really want her to, you know, continue to improve because she's definitely improving. Yeah. So I don't see her going anywhere anytime soon in terms of being eliminated. Yeah. So we get to this challenge of the week, and it's a movement coach. We have movement coach Jermaine Brown, and basically the girls, they have to like be lifted up by him, and they have to pose because the designer Philip Klein, you know, do you remember the prize? I didn't write it down. What was the prize this week?
The prize for this challenge was the spa day.
Oh, the spa day. That's right. Oh, that's a good prize, but also you kind of want, like, can I like be in one of his fashion shows? Yeah. Don't you want like a prize like that? I mean, it's more of like I don't know. I guess the girls need to like relax from time to time, but you want those, you want to be booked, okay? You want those bookings. Yes. Or even being featured in like an ad. Yeah. So I mean,
we can go to the spa later, but let's get this exposure, okay?
Exactly. So who did you think did good in this challenge? Because we know Gina and Shanice both have dancing backgrounds.
Yeah. I really liked Erin in this challenge. Crystianna in her own sort of awkward way. And I would say those were the two that really stuck out to me. I really like this challenge in particular because modeling is all about movement from head to toe, and especially you have to know how to move, like we saw later on in the episode, when you're wearing like a big gown or something that is pretty much consuming your body. You still have to be able to show your shape and your body through the clothes. So I really like this challenge. Is very necessary.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was so painful though when our girl Brendy, she missed her pose at the end, because you're supposed to like be lifted up and then you have to look fierce and then pose. Yeah. You know, because oh my god, I think she could have done it really well. She could have knocked it out of the park, but she forgot to pose. Yeah. So we're already seeing signs of Brendy feeling defeated at this point, and I'm like, girl, the episode just started. I'm here for you.
She's always so much in her head, and it really just drives me crazy because I really love Brendy. Like, she has one of my favorite looks this season. Like, I would book her for a shoot or whatever. Well, we have to work on the runway, but you know, she has so much potential. Like, I really like her look, and she ruins it for herself a lot of times. And I understand, you know, she's had a rough upbringing and have people look down on her and tell her bad things, and of course that's something that can't be cured overnight. But I was just really hoping that this competition was something to show her, like, you are beautiful in your own way. Like, everyone's beauty is different, and your beauty is bomb, girl. Like, Brendy Gay, your beauty is bomb. So even though she went home today, I just really hope that looking back on this experience, she has really taken a step back and grown. Girl, you're bomb.
Because this was this was like almost a year ago that this was filmed. Yeah. So hopefully she's in a much better place. She's more strong. She's a lot more stronger and confident. I was emailing her, and she's still living in Tennessee. So I just wish her all the best, and maybe I would love to do possibly a Skype for one of the shows. Yeah, definitely. Something. Shout out to you, Brendy K. You're awesome.
We love you.
I was also Crystianna. She was a little nervous because she's like, I'm a big girl. I have to be lifted up. I'm like, girl, you're not even that big. Your body's beautiful. So I was like, girl, you're gonna do just fine. But I definitely think, you know, Shanice and Gina did the best in this challenge. But you have to also be careful if you're a dancer, because then you can't be too dancey. Exactly. You don't want to look like a dancer. You want to look like a model. So you have to find that balance. You know, it's great that you can move your body and you're flexible and you have balance, but you need to, at the end of the day, make sure you're being perceived as a model. Yeah. And when we saw Gina do it, she did good, but it was also kind of catalog-y, you know? She was just like, she'd like pop the collar and she like was really posy.
Very 1990s modeling.
And then Shanice, to me, was just so natural. Like, because I think she was on the dance team. Yeah. And I saw her do her thing. She was the first one up. I was like, Shanasty. Slay.
We love it. Poor Kyla, she's just so long and lean and like, she doesn't know her body because there's so much of it, if that makes any sense. So she's kind of just like that goofy, awkward kid that just doesn't know what to do with her body. So
she's like a giraffe, like a baby giraffe who's just learning to walk. But we come to find out that Gina actually wins, and I was kind of like, shocked, because I really thought Shanice had this in the bag. Yeah. And you know, the winner gets the spa day, but they also get to pick a friend to go with them to enjoy the said spa. And of course, she's not going to pick anyone else other than Rio.
So what do you think about that? Because that seems like to be a theme that the girls feel like the runner-up should be picked. Yeah. Do you think that the runner-up should be picked, or they should be able to pick whoever they want?
I can see both sides, because like, if you are put in that position of Shanice, but at the same time, you know, you want to go with your friend. Yeah. You want to go enjoy it with your friend. And it's like, it's not, Gina doesn't really owe Shanice anything. Yeah. So Shanice, like, I see why you're mad, because you did really well in the challenge. I think Shanice, like I said, did better than Gina. Yeah. But there ain't no way Gina's going to pick Shanice over Rio, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get why Shanice feels that way. But at the end of the day, there are no rules, or, you know, for that. So, I mean,
it's not going to affect you negatively at panel. Yeah. You know, it's not going to hurt your chances in the competition. And they got cryotherapy.
Now, I am going to say I was expecting a different type of spa day. Yeah. Like, you know, I was expecting a robe and champagne and chocolate dipped strawberries.
Yes, being maybe fanned by like a giant leaf or something.
Yeah, like, you know, coming to America type of thing. You know, bathe me. But the cryotherapy thing was kind of cool. Something that I would want to try, I think.
But it looks. When I was watching it, I was like, "What the hell is this?"
They're in
their underwear and they're just dancing. I don't know if there was music on or something, but it would just look so goofy. But like, I'm sure it works, you know, because it sounds like very logical. Like the coldness in the therapy will help blood flow, I think. But yeah, I was definitely expecting something different. It just looked really silly. This competition is crazy. But you know what another competition is crazy? American Idol. It's coming back, y'all. The singing competition that started it all and revolutionized the TV landscape has a new home on ABC. Ooh. Oh my gosh, this is crazy because we're getting new judges. So the search for a superstar begins on the all-new American Idol on ABC. Guiding the contestants along the way is an esteemed panel of judges. Pop icon Katy Perry, who I have the pleasure of seeing live. Have you ever seen Katy Perry?
No, but I would love to.
I didn't get to see her on Witness, but I'm gonna see her on this new season of American Idol, along with country superstar Luke Bryan and country superstar Lionel Richie.
Yes,
this is gonna be interesting. Yeah. Like, I know there's no Paula, no Simon, but we got a new crop of the freaking judges.
Yeah.
You know, so they're gonna be joined by Emmy-winning producer and personality, our boy Ryan Seacrest. He made his career off American Idol. Yes. Shout out to him. Oh my gosh. Like, that's a host right there.
Yeah, Ryan is everywhere.
Okay, so American Idol is the only singing competition to go around the country, auditioning hundreds of singers in the search for the most talented undiscovered performers. And their stories are as diverse as America. Contestants from all over the country will audition for a golden ticket to Hollywood and get their chance to light up the world with their voice and their heart. It's one of the most anticipated series of the television season. So, the American Idol journey begins Sunday, March 11th at 8 Central, right after America's Funniest Home Videos on American Network's ABC. So y'all need to watch it.
I will be tuning in.
I know.
And I love America's Funniest Home Videos, and then American Idol right after.
Back to back.
Boom, there you go.
Get your popcorn ready.
Yes.
Okay. Whew. So, you know, we go back to Gina, Pick, and Rio, but they come back to the house. And you can see the house is divided, okay? Yeah. So there's the drama part coming in. They come in, they're like, "Hey girls, what you doing?" They're playing a game. Yeah. Brandy's like, Gina asks her, "What are you guys doing?" Yeah. Brandy's like, "None of your business." And then we get to the confessional, and our girl, Gina, she's like, Brandy says, "None of your damn business." Yeah. But like, I'm like, Brandy didn't say that. Brandy didn't say damn. Didn't. Like, oh God, dramatic.
But you know what? You become paranoid and stuff when, you know, the competition's getting heated. There aren't a lot of girls left. And like I said, these two are almost in some sorts separating themselves from the pack. So, and then you already have Shanice, who is feeling some type of way because she didn't get to join in on the prize. So, of course, they're going to throw you shade. It is what it is. And you have a bunch of women in a house who don't have access to phones and the outside world. So, at some point, the water is going to get hot and people are going to get tired of each other, and that's exactly what we saw today.
They're not getting their tea from social media, so they got to make up their own tea, you know? And we see, like, our girl Brandy, she's kind of, like, really down. She's super defeated at this point. Meanwhile, Rio and Gina were outside, and Brandy's just, like, she wants to go home. She says she wants to go home. And I'm thinking, oh, no, is she really going to go home? Like, I really didn't know at this point, like, the show's constantly surprising me.
I know.
And I just think Brandy needs like a life coach. She needs someone to uplift her. You know what I'm saying?
Well, speaking of that, I know the perfect person to uplift her and give her some words of encouragement.
Who?
Our very own Maria Menounos.
Yes, queen.
You know, she has her own podcast, Conversations with Maria. So, you know, it's a great place. You know, you want to have fun, you learn, and you grow in all areas of life. And for those who want to do that, Conversations with Maria is the perfect podcast for you to do that. So Conversations with Maria is a podcast edition hosted by our very own AFTERBUZZ TV founder, Maria Menounos. We love her, and it drops every Friday on iTunes.
Yes.
Conversations with Maria Menounos features celebrity and influencer interviews along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of your life, such as health and wellness, to career and relationships. We all need that. finances, and more. So let Maria be your big sister that you never had.
Oh my God, I wish she was my big sister. Okay.
I know. So just go to iTunes and subscribe for Conversations with Maria Menounos. It's free, guys. It's free. Be sure to rate and comment when you do, and let Maria know that we sent you guys there. Conversations with Maria Menounos podcast. Check it out. It's so good, guys. I love it.
It's so good.
It's my go-to.
Oh my gosh. I would love for Maria to also. She should be starring and guesting on Top Model. Don't you think? Go. She's got the beauty, the brains. She can really show these girls. She would be a great judge, don't you think?
She would.
Oh my God.
Tyra, we're putting out there.
Pick up, Maria. Get the connections going.
Or if she isn't a judge, like they kind of need like an in-house counselor.
Yeah.
There you go.
And a lot of these girls, they potentially have the, in the career path, they could potentially be hosts.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look at Mike. Mike was on the show, and now he's at AFTERBUZZ.
Exactly.
So, Maria, she can give you the hookup.
She can. But I was really glad that the girls were there to comfort her and, just really just listen. That's one thing that I really enjoyed, that no one was really doing a lot of talking. They were really letting her express herself and really just giving her the chance to really just vent.
Yeah, because at the same time, like you see Brenny, she wants to go home, and I'm thinking like, no, stay. Like you can do this, but at the same time, you don't really know what it's like in her and her mind and what's going through her mind, and I guess you just have to be in her shoes and her. She had a really hard life. So at the same time, we can be all like, oh, Brenny, you're weak for going home. But at the same time, as Tyra says, your health is important. Yeah. Your mental state is super important. And you don't want a competition to destroy you mentally.
Yeah, exactly.
Your health is extremely important. Way more important than any, TV show.
And I mean, this isn't the only way to obtain a modeling career. So, if the criticism and, all the drama in the house and all this, if this isn't for her, that's okay. She can, go about it in other ways. She still has the exposure. But, as long as she knows for her mental health, if this isn't the place and time and place for her, then it was the best decision for her to go home.
Yeah, that's also great, because I feel like just even getting on the show, you won in a sense.
Absolutely.
Because I'm looking at some of these girls, like Liz, she's getting booked by Nylon. Crazy Liz with the pink hair, she's still rocking the pink hair.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. Yeah. And I know all of these girls are getting work. I mean, Crystianna, her following on social media is going up. People want to work with her. So it's you're not going home a loser. You have your social media to promote yourself. Exactly. And just to use this platform, the race doesn't end, the competition doesn't end. Yeah. Life, I'm not saying life is a competition, but take it by the bull. Is that right? Is that the right?
Take it by the horn.
Take it by the horn. Take the bull by the horn. I knew I was forgetting something. Take the bull by the horn. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, we need to get onto this interesting photo shoot.
Oh, I love this photo shoot. I want to do this right now.
Yes, I can see it. You just need to go. I don't know where they were in the desert, but I would look back home, Joshua Tree, National Park. That's where I'm from. I was like, okay, where the heck are they? But yeah, the desert's really beautiful to photograph in. Yeah. Have you ever photographed in the desert?
I have. I actually prefer to do my photo shoots outside. I think the natural lighting and the element, and you just kind of get into the mood better than in a studio. Me personally.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's cool to be around nature and not have everything so artificial. I guess. Yeah. And we're definitely seeing this, and I'm waiting for shoots like this in the season. I want them to go out like they did in past seasons, where they go out, pose with animals on top of an elephant, hanging upside down over a river or something. So it's cool that they're doing stuff like this. It's very editorial. Yes. They have these huge gowns with the fan, and the parachute behind them.
Oh, I love
it's insane.
I love it.
So let's go down the list. Oh, well, I have to ask you, and what do you guys think? Make sure you guys are commenting and asking us questions, because we love talking with y'all.
Yes.
What did you think of Gina's getting hit by the head? Do you think she actually got hit?
I think she may have gotten hit by something. I did see a small little red spot. I don't know about all the other antics. I really don't. I mean, it's possible sand could have gotten in her eye. We did see a lot of wind and stuff like that. But it was a tiny bit diva-ish for me. Just a little Just a little.
Yeah, I feel
and
like
I love her.
I love her too. Like, I don't want to. And plus, editing, we have to take all these factors in consideration.
Yeah.
Maybe they chose the wrong shot of her, seeing Gina in the back of the head. But I did see like a little something on, like a little goose egg or something.
Something.
And you can get sand in your eye with the elements in the desert. Okay, it's happened to me plenty of times.
I'll walk down the street and I get sand in my eye.
In LA, hell yeah. Oh my gosh. When it's a windy day in LA, no, we're not playing with that.
Yeah.
So, Shanice, what did you think about? Let's talk about Shanice.
Okay.
And her photo, because her photo was really good this week. So I just remember her like looking up, and she had like her dress all around her. Did you like her photo?
I absolutely loved her photo. And the funny thing is, when she walked on set before they turned the fan on, I was like, what is that dress they have on her? But looking at the finished product, and like I said, once the wind started moving, I love it. I love how natural her arm and her fingers are. Just everything is very effortless, very light.
I agree. It's honestly not my favorite photo, but I really like it. It's definitely one of the top photos of the week.
Yeah.
I like that it's not posy, because some of the photos did look a little posy, and I like this photo shoot in particular just because it is about movement. It's not about posing. You have to like get a shot while you're in movement, and I think this was a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
I kind of wish the dress was a little like, it's not her fault. This is just the dress. Like the dress is a little kind of like not flattering to me personally.
Okay.
But it just looks like, I don't know, you lose her body because of the dress, and it's not her fault. It's just the stylist. I'm like, fire that stylist now. But yeah, I definitely think it was one of the top photos of this week.
Yeah.
And moving on to Kyla, one of my favorites, but she didn't do that great this week, because this is one of the photos that I thought was kind of posy.
Yeah, very posy, actually. I liked the top half of her photo. I loved how long and lean she looked in her photo, but overall,
super tall. That's a cute dress too.
It's so cute, so cute. I think her face is what brought it from being a great photo to potentially being like fabulous.
Yeah,
you know, I think maybe a little more connection with the face and the eyes would have been great.
Yeah. I don't think it's the worst photo in my opinion. I really like the styling. She looks like a peacock, like a fierce peacock.
Yeah.
I love the shape of it. Like from far away, it looks great. I think a lot of these photos look great from far away, as the judges were saying. So I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I think I don't like the face actually. I think a lot of it's hard. You know, you're shooting in the elements with the wind blowing in your face. It's hard to really like. You know, I think it's a lot about movement, but also it's easy to forget your face in this type of photo shoot.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know where I would place this photo, but she looks like Zendaya, doesn't she? She reminds me so much of Zendaya.
She does.
But I also like, because not all of the judges agree, like with her photo. Like Law Roach loved it, but Tyra hated it. So I love that we're seeing like you don't just have like a one note like panel.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. But I was really sad because Kyla did so great last week and she didn't do that well this week. So hopefully she comes back next week. Next we have Erin's photo.
Okay.
I didn't like Erin's photo.
I liked it. I didn't like the face. I didn't like the hair. But I did like the body, like Tyra said. Yeah,
I don't know. To me, it looks like it's movement, like she's in movement, but it also kind of looks a little posed, like some kind of like 80s dance jazz. Like,
okay.
I don't know. Like, I think
I get it.
I don't know if the styling, it just wasn't my favorite photo just because her face is also kind of like, she's kind of like scowling.
Yeah.
And it's not like a pretty scowl.
Yeah.
But definitely not one of my favorites of this week. And we didn't really see a whole lot of Erin in this episode. Other than when she was like coaching Brendy. That was really cool to see her coach Brendy. And the girls were definitely here for Brendy. So that was cool.
The only thing that I would change about this photo for her is maybe like if she would have turned her head so it would have been a profile and closed the eyes.
Oh,
I think that would have made it like softer.
Yeah, this is the shoot where you can close your eyes and still look freaking fierce.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But I do like her body on this picture.
What about Rio's photo? Miss Rio. It's another one where it looks good from far away.
Yeah, it I didn't like it at all close up. I honestly don't really like it that much from far away either.
Oh. Read her. No.
And I love Rio. I love her. But this is not one of my favorite Rio photos. Last week and this week, she's been weak to me. I don't even really like the dress that much.
Interesting.
I don't feel like it shows off her body. She has a great body.
Yeah, I can see that because, you know, a lot of the girls have like these flowing dresses. Yeah. And they kind of gave her like a slender dress. And I kind of wish they gave everyone like a big flowing dress, you know, that will, you know, be flattering in the wind. But definitely her face looked very weak. Like she was just like, oh, got something in my eye. Bug flew in my eye. Yeah. Definitely not one of my favorites.
Not a bad photo, but not her best.
Yeah. I honestly, this is like in the bottom for me, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely she would be in the bottom too. And if I were on the panel, I'd be like, Tyra, put her ass in the bottom.
I don't think I would put her in the bottom too, but she would definitely be third from the bottom.
She would definitely be red. Next is Crystianna. Oh my god.
Gosh, I mean,
she's back.
We already know every week she's gonna slay. She had a little mishap last week, but this is freaking gorgeous.
Good God.
Look at this.
Like the dress is so flattering in the wind.
Yeah.
Like she's not being worn by the dress. She's wearing the dress. The dress is not wearing her.
Yeah.
Like this looks like an ad to me. Definitely.
Yeah.
And I love like how you see her leg from out the. Like, she's on one foot right now. What is she doing? Like, she's, like, running. Like, girl. And then, like, the face isn't that strong. But I just love the body and the movement. You can see so much movement in this.
Yeah. And I always look at models' hands because a picture can be beautiful and soft and everything. But if your hands look like baseball mitts, that, like, ruins everything. So the fact that her fingers are, like, very soft and girly and feminine, it's just... And then you think about all of the elements that she's going through. Like, there's wind, it's hot as hell out there, and she can pull off a photo like this, and she's on one foot in heels. Snap, snap.
She's coming back.
Yeah.
So happy because she was in the bottom last week.
She was.
So she's coming back up. Don't sleep on her.
Yeah.
She's coming back. And next we have Gina. Gina had an interesting day at that photo shoot. She had a bad day.
She did.
Because not only did she get hit, you know, at some point, got sand in her eye, she also needed to take off her little pumps. Because also Gina's 5'7", so she's the shortest out of the crop. So she took off. What do you think about her taking off the shoes?
Side eye. Don't ever do that because that can be insulting to the stylist
or the designer.
The designer. Even if the shoe is not seen, like everything is there for a reason, whether you realize it or not. And of course, it can be seen as a diva moment. So I don't care if the shoes are too big or too small. I've had to walk down the runway with shoes that were 2 sizes too small before, and you just have to deal with it.
Yeah, what's there is there.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, of course, if it's like stabbing you and you're bleeding or something like that, say something. But you have to be able to work with what you're given. And in some cases, I'm sure like this, it's a test to you to see if you are able to work with things that aren't always perfect or aren't what they're supposed to be, you know? So she should have kept the shoes on. And especially like a photo shoot like this, when you're in an evening gown, even though the shoes may be too big or too small, the heels help with your posture. Yeah. And her being short and heels helping with posture, she really needed the shoes.
Because they were the wrong size. She did say that. Yeah. But, you know, that could have made a difference because it could have brought her up and it possibly could have, you know, saved her photo. I think it looks pretty. Like, I honestly don't think she looks too short. And I don't think it's the worst. I just think it's really pretty. It's just not strong like Crystianna's photo.
Yeah, it's pretty. She looks gorgeous, but
that face
I don't know, it does kind of look like a telenovela something, you know what I mean? Like it's not really editorial.
Right there, Law says it's a very flamenco emoji, which is honestly, that's very accurate. And I guess it does look a little posy, but
it does.
It's
still beautiful, but you know, the point was for it to look like movement, and this doesn't really capture that.
Do you think, like a lot of the girls were saying, Shanice and Brandy, do you really think Gina's kind of cocky at this point? Because she's been doing pretty well.
I don't think that she's cocky. I think that she's confident, and she's moving in confidence, and I don't see anything wrong with that. I haven't seen her put anybody down or anything like that, so...
Yeah, I feel like she's just they're kind of purposely putting her in a bad light because she's competition. You know, it's not all about Crystianna. This ain't the Crystianna show.
Right.
Gina's been killing it in this competition up until now.
Yeah.
So she definitely had a bad week. But I also think, you know, everyone has a bad week. And hopefully, you know, she comes back from it because she's definitely one of my favorites. She's still in my top 3. And we can talk about our top 3s at the end because I know, I feel like mine's changed after this episode. So... before the call out, we had the shocking moment of the night, which was really disappointing. But I mean, if you're not well, you have to, you know.
You should go.
Yeah, you should. But it's sad because this is the second time a girl quit this season.
Yeah.
So our girl Brandy K.
Has that happened before? 2 girls quit on their own?
Oh my gosh.
In one season?
I don't know. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Everyone, let us know if that's a first because we would love to know. But first off, so what are your initial thoughts? Because we need to dissect this.
Of the episode, or
well, like, did you think that there was going to be an elimination afterward?
I did. I definitely thought that they would go through with sending someone else home.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah. So I was really shocked that. You know, that didn't really happen.
Oh, no. There was 2 girls that quit in a season. It just came to me. Cycle 18 was the British cycle, where it was the Americans versus the Brits. And then 2 girls quit that season. And they were both Brits. It was...
Okay.
No, it was Alicia, and it was... oh, my gosh, blanking. And another Brit quit. But, oh, my God, I can't believe I forgot her name.
Okay.
Oh, so disappointing. But anyway, back to the subject at hand, Brandy. Because I feel like she didn't have a bad photo, and I'm just wondering.
She didn't.
Because we don't have it right now, but
we got a small glimpse of her during her montage, her exit montage, and it was a beautiful photo.
Louise was her name. I think it was Louise. Sorry. Okay. I'm like, I can't. I'm a top model, super fan. I got to know this. But yeah, it was a great photo. Yeah. So I'm wondering if she didn't quit, who would have went home? You know.
I think Kyla would have went home.
I think Kyla too, because. Yeah. Tyra played us in this episode. She was like, there's still going to be an elimination. Yeah. Which has happened before. And it happened in the British season of Cycle 18. So the call-out order was Shanice. She got best photo. Do you think that was deserving?
I would have given it to Crystianna.
Yeah.
But I would have had it between Shanice and Crystianna.
Yeah. Like, I'm not mad at it. I think Shanice, I forget if Shanice had a best photo of the week.
This is her first one.
So I'm happy that she's gotten it. She's gotten it because... you know, Crystianna, I'm pretty sure she's had multiple first call-outs.
And Shanice has been consistent. She's been consistent.
She's improving, and I'm getting more and more excited to see her in her confessionals and what she's going to do. I think she's very unpredictable, which I like, so I never know what she's going to do next. So second girl was Crystianna. So shout out to you because you slayed it, as always. Third was Erin, which I was like, not the worst. Fourth was Rio, which I was like, I feel like Rio should have been the bottom.
Okay.
I just didn't like her photo. I'm sorry, Rio. I just did not like it.
I see it.
But the bottom 2 was Gina and Kyla. Do you agree with that bottom?
I do.
You do?
If I could replace anyone, I may have replaced Gina with Rio, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that. But Gina and Kyla, and I'm thinking at this point, along with you, that my girl Kyla's going home.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. Tyra's like, Gyla. Hashtag Gyla, y'all. That was insane. My jaw dropped. I was like,
I know. We both were like, oh my
No
God.
way. You and I were both convinced that Kyla was going home. And
like,
it made sense.
I already had it written down on my paper, you guys. Kyla was going home.
It totally made sense. Like, I feel like her, like, you know, she had a good photo last week, but it was like she just wasn't consistent. So that's why, like, her story was kind of coming to an end. Yeah. But also Kyla is, like, one of my favorites, so it's cool that she has another week to stay and hopefully improve.
Yeah.
But yeah. So should we get into kind of what we think is going to happen next on this season.
Some predictions.
Well, I don't know if there is going to be a comeback. It seems like it's really coming down to the wire. There's 6 girls left. I don't think there's going to be a comeback this cycle. Do you think?
I don't think there's going to be a comeback. I kind of don't want it to be. I'm happy with where we are right now, and at least the 3 girls that I've been rooting for
are still here.
I would say the 4 girls that I've been rooting for this whole time are still here.
And who are they?
Aaron, Rio, Crystianna, and Gina.
Nice. See, yeah, I did want like a comeback. I don't think it's gonna happen. Just because it would have been spicy, having these girls come back for another chance, and but it's okay because I do like the remaining girls. Like, there's not one girl that I'm just like, why is she still here?
Yeah.
Like, I think they're all very diverse looking. Just looking at them, they all have different skin color, different eyes, different hair. So it's really cool that this is a really diverse remaining cast of models.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
I would say at this moment, top 3 for me: Crystianna, Gina, and Shanice.
Okay, I can dig it. I like it.
What about you?
Top 3, I'm going to say Crystianna, Rio, and Gina.
Crystianna, Rio, and Gina?
Yeah,
okay.
Gina.
All right. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Rio, because I think Rio's kind of falling.
She is.
So, but it'll be interesting to see her like get to that moment, get to the top 3.
We'll see.
And really fight for it, We'll see. And we want, AfterBuzzers, we want to know your top 3. Tell us. We love this. This discussion doesn't end here. Keep talking with us, y'all. But what do you think of what's going to happen next week in that preview? That preview looked crazy. Oh. It's not Fashion Week, but they're going to
They're going to their Go-Sees, which is also one of my favorite episodes every year. To see how the girls really perform in
the real
life.
Yeah.
And be able to take the criticism and just really go out there and perform. So I don't know.
I'm super excited because it feels like old Top Model too. Like it's not it's like Super Cycle 4, Cycle 5, and I'm just like, yes, it's so nostalgic. I love the Go-See episodes. So it looks like Shanice is gonna get in some hot water, which I'm like, oh no.
Ooh, yeah.
Because there's always one girl that just bombs it and does this horrible. She only gets to like one Go-See. Because I wonder if they're gonna be timed. Because sometimes in past cycles they're timed, or if they all just like go together. So I don't know. I would love them to raise the stakes and have it timed.
Yes.
You have to get to this. You have to be there at 6 p.m. sharp.
Yes.
Like, bring it back to the old Top Model, please.
I would like for it to be timed too.
Ooh, well, one last question.
Okay.
Who do you think is going next?
Kyla.
Ooh.
Since she's left, she's gonna go next.
Yeah, it's crazy. I would say Aaron, but I think Aaron still has something to prove.
She still has some fight in her.
I would say Kyla too.
Okay.
I don't want to say it, but it just seems like she's just had one good week and it's just ready for her to go home, because I think she was the one to go home if Brenny didn't quit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the episode this week. Any final thoughts?
I'm just ready for next week.
Oh, it looks good.
I'm ready for the drama. I'm ready for the Go-See. I want to know if these designers are really gonna are they gonna be mean on purpose?
Yeah.
What's the tactic that's gonna happen?
Yeah, because sometimes they're acting. They're they're purposely mean just to see how the girls respond and act to an actual mean designer.
And then I'm excited to see how the girls' portfolios look. Hopefully we'll get to see, how they put it together and kind of just remind us how the girls have either progressed or kind of gone down in the competition, and just really see them get to work and really live this model life.
Because this is probably the most real thing that they're going to be doing. Like, they're not going to be on a yacht, doing it for Vogue. No, this is real life.
This is an everyday type of thing.
Gotta get booked.
Yeah.
Gotta be bookable.
That's right.
Well, Ashley, where can we find you on social media?
You guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Ashley Reed Allen.
Yes, guys, and I'm Oliver Drennan. Find me on all social media platforms at Ollie Dreamer. If you like horror, check me out on Horror Movie News on Tuesdays on the Popcorn Talk Network. And thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
Chat with us. Leave us comments. We love you guys. And we will see you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.